Welcome to Quiz with Us. This is a quick 5-question NEET PG 2026 short quiz on internal medicine. Read each question on screen, think of your answer, then watch the reveal. For the full 100-question set, visit our YouTube channel at Quiz with Ashk. Question 1. Cardiology. A 55-year-old man presents with crushing chest pain. ECG shows ST elevation in leads 2, 3, and AVF. This is inferior STEMI. The door-to-balloon time target for primary PCI according to ACC/HA and ESC guidelines is option A, less than 30 minutes from first medical contact. Option B, less than 60 minutes from first medical contact. Option C, less than 90 minutes from first medical contact. Option D, less than 120 minutes from first medical contact. Choose your answer. The correct answer is C, less than 90 minutes from first medical contact. For STEMI managed with primary PCI, ACC/HA and ESC guidelines mandate door-to-balloon time of less than 90 minutes. If transfer is required, the limit extends to 120 minutes. Dual antiplatelets plus heparin must be started immediately. Thrombolysis is only acceptable if PCI cannot be performed within 120 minutes of first contact. Question 2. Cardiology. A 38-year-old man with metastatic cancer. Blood pressure 75/55. Heart rate 138. Raised JVP, muffled heart sounds, pulses paradoxes 22 mm of mercury. ECG, electrical alternance. Echo, RV diastolic collapse. What is the immediate treatment? Option A, IV furosemide 80 mg to reduce venous congestion. Option B, IV norepinephrine infusion 0.1 micrograms per kg per minute. Option C, stat chest X-ray before any intervention. Option D, urgent pericardiocentesis guided by echocardiography. Answer now. The correct answer is D, urgent pericardiocentesis. This is cardiac tamponade. Beck's triad, hypertension, raised JVP, and muffled heart sounds, combined with electrical alternance and pulses paradoxes greater than 10, is diagnostic. Pericardiocentesis via the subxiphoid approach under echo guidance is the definitive treatment. Furosemide is absolutely contraindicated. It further reduces the already critically low preload. Question 3. Nephrology. A peritoneal dialysis patient misses 3 sessions. Serum K plus equals 7.6 milliequivalents per liter. ECG, peak tall T waves, absent P waves, wide QRS of 0.18 seconds. Blood pressure 118/74. This is life-threatening hyperkalemia with ECG changes. The first priority intervention is option A, sodium polystyrene sulfonate, Kayaglate, oral, GI potassium exchange resin. Option B, IV sodium bicarbonate, shifts K plus intracellularly. Option C, IV insulin 10 units plus 50% dextrose, shifts K plus into cells. Option D, IV calcium gluconate, 10 ml of 10% solution over 2 to 5 minutes, membrane stabilization first. Think. The correct answer is D, IV calcium gluconate first. Calcium gluconate stabilizes the cardiac membrane in 1 to 3 minutes. Importantly, it does not lower the serum K plus level. Step 2. Shift K plus intracellularly using IV insulin plus glucose and nebulized salbutamol. Step 3. Eliminate K plus from the body. Dialysis is the most effective and fastest method. Kayaglate works over hours and is useless for acute management. Question 4. Endocrinology. A 20-year-old with type 1 diabetes presents with vomiting, fruity breath, and altered sensorium. Glucose 510. pH 7.09. Bicarbonate 6. Anion gap 26. K plus 5.4. Sodium 128. Creatinine 1.8. DKA confirmed. What is the correct initial management sequence? Option A. IV regular insulin infusion immediately, glucose must be lowered urgently. Option B. IV 0.9% normal saline, 1 liter per hour, before starting insulin. Option C. IV sodium bicarbonate to correct severe acidosis before insulin. Option D. IV insulin plus IV potassium simultaneously, regardless of K+ level. What comes first? The correct answer is B. Fluids first. Give IV 0.9% normal saline, 1 liter over the first hour, before starting insulin. This corrects hypoperfusion and reduces counter-regulatory hormones that are perpetuating ketogenesis. Starting insulin before adequate fluid resuscitation causes cardiovascular collapse. Then check potassium. If K+ is less than 3.5, replace potassium intravenously before starting insulin. Sodium bicarbonate is only given if pH is less than 6.9. Question 5. Cardiology. A 15-year-old girl has palpitations and syncope triggered by alarm sounds. QTc is 530 milliseconds. T-wave notching in lead V5. Father died suddenly at age 35. KCNH2, also known as HERG, gene mutation, LQTS type 2. Which drug is absolutely contraindicated lifelong? Option A. Metoprolol succinate 25 mg daily. Option B. Propranolol 20 mg BID. Option C. Nadolol 40 mg daily. Option D. Azithromycin, a macrolide antibiotic. Last question, answer carefully. The correct answer is D. Azithromycin. Azithromycin blocks the HERG-I.K.A potassium channel, further prolonging QTc and precipitating Torsades-Day points. In LQTS type 2, I.K.A is already deficient, so adding azithromycin is extremely dangerous. Other drugs to avoid: fluoroquinolones, antipsychotics, ondansetron, and TCAS treatment, beta blockers, and ICD implantation after syncope or cardiac arrest. Excellent work completing all 5 questions. To watch the full internal medicine quiz with 100 high-yield NEET PGM.C.Qs, search for Quiz with Us on YouTube, channel handle Quiz with Ashk. To get the PDF notes with all 100 questions and detailed explanations, WhatsApp us at +9 18907289865 and pay just ₹60 via Google Pay. Like, subscribe, and keep practicing. See you in the next quiz.